welcome back. But we are going on to another best of three series between the team Nobody and who you've just seen, the people you hate. Are they now the people you love? Was that a bad joke?
I like them. Can I change it to the people I like?
You can.
I mean, they've surprised me. They've impressed me, and that's just the way that they were able to. What really, I guess, surprised me was after a loss in game one. Usually teams tilt. ANZ's known we tilt. Everyone tilts. Like there's a rule of thumb, and then you've mentioned it. If you're playing Hero League after 2 losses, just take a break. You know, after a team loss, it's probably like after 1 loss, you're probably like, oh crap, tilt begins. But not only they're able to turn it around, win that game in a very good match. In a third one, where it was a bit of a kind of neck and neck, they took a convincing lead afterwards and just steamrolled it. Now, can they repeat it in another best of 3? Like you said, with Nobody.
We're about to find out as we go into game number 1 of this best of 3 series between Nobody and the people you hate, who are still, I apologize in advance, aka NA.
They're North America? No wonder why they're winning. They've been boot camping in the wrong region. Well, makes sense. But you know what? It is Battlefield of Eternity. Likewise, this was People You Hate's map choice again. They picked it in the previous best of 3, which were they were able to take the first win against Rinse and Delete. Now they're playing it again, and this time, will we see a Diablo being banned away by Nobody if they were paying attention, or is this kind of like a surprise pick yet again? Because this could be a Diablo Artanis. That's what they ran.
Well, we all know that Nobody were watching that game, so hopefully they paid attention and saw what they were good at and what they weren't. And Lucio's probably going to get banned out, maybe. But it's BOE, Hanzo and Reyna getting taken off the table. They've gone to BOE again. We saw this map played before. It's deja vu. I really hope that what the people you hate learned from that game, they take into this one against Nobody.
And they've learned they do not want Deadpool on the Diablo, so a ban off of him. Now, the question is, what would Deadpool play? This now exposes his champion pool. Will he pick up Garrosh? You got Muradin, Anubarak as well if they want to run the Ural, because we've seen Misery play the Ural. There's a lot of choices, but now it really tests them. What will they pick? And instead they decide to ban the Garrosh, not Tyrande this time.
Well, that means Tyrande is available, but they haven't got JD Star on the enemy team to worry about, so that's not too much of a threat, I don't think, and they don't know what Nobody's going to play. Mal'Ganis, first pick. I don't think I've seen Mal'Ganis in one of these competitive seasons for our spring series yet either. Good pick. Tannis in that top lane, we saw that already. But now that Diablo's gone, what's Deadpool going to play?
Well, you know what? They're keeping it a surprise. Tychus being locked in, potentially to deal with the Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis was very quickly locked in, and rightfully so. He's a very solid warrior. Up to debate where you want to chuck him. You can chuck him into the main take role. You can even chuck him into the offlane. He has that sustain and able to duke it out. But he can provide a lot of AoE CC and just that frontline necessity in a really reliable way. Going into the next pick phase, they are going to put him into main take as they secure the Dahaka for themselves. And then a white main being locked in. That sustain fest is going to be huge from Nobody.
Yep, Moops being the main support, I believe, for Nobody. They've got the double front line and the white main, which is something that we saw the people you hate do pretty much every draft. They pick up their 2 frontliners and their healer in that first couple of rotations. In this instance, they've taken the Tychus, expecting the same thing from Nobody, which is a good against that double frontline that they've got. Well, Artanis being able to do some decent solo lane. We talked about this in the first one, where he could do some decent immortal damage. He's good in the solo lane. He's got the shields. He's very tanky, frontlining. Genji being taken off the table, though, from the side of people you hate. They don't want to have to worry about that in their backline.
Now the question remains, after seeing 3 picks from Nobody and 2 by the side of the people you hate, what team compositions are we looking for? We're seeing race or team fight? Dahaka and Mal'Ganis, I'm going to be a bit honest here. They're very brawly fighters, in my opinion, in terms of when you're picking, you get the rotation, you get the macro play into a team fight, because that's where they shine. Artanis is better at, dealing with the Immortal, and now they got the ETC, and Lucio, Miss Renface, is going to be back onto that. She is phenomenal on that Lucio play. But ETC, this is the first time we see Deadpool and someone other than Diablo.
Well, we haven't had a chance to see him on anything else. He's been able to get the Diablo every single draft, so being able to pick up something else, we're going to be able to see his ETC plays down that bottom lane with the 4-man. Yeah, I think it's going to be a brawly team fight comp, at least from nobody anyway. It doesn't look like they're going too hard. Look, they're not going anything near that Immortal race. They've got Jaina, they've got Mayev. They're going for a massive, hey, I'm going to destroy your team comp. That's what comp they're going. Whereas the people you hate, they're going for a bit of a both comp. They've got the Artanis who can do some decent immortal damage. Tychus can probably get a bit of immortal damage down. Good frontline as well, but good sustain for the team fight with Lucio as well.
And the Zeratul. Okay, so here we go, Blank. I know you have a lot to say about Zeratul, but
am I going to be proven wrong?
This is not rinse and delete, by the way. This is the people you hate. So just throwing it out there quickly.
Yeah, I am excited to see what the people you hate do with the Zeratul. I was a little disappointed with rinse and delete Zeratul, so I'm hoping that this one can do me better. But in this comp, I'm not 100% sure what you would go. If you're going to build into a talent, you want to be doing one. You don't want to be building into two different builds. Like, if you're going AoE, go full AoE. If you're going to go single target, build full single target. There's a couple of good builds on this map. I like the single target build on this map, but going into a team fight, I'd probably still stick with your Q build. That's all I have to say about the Zeratul. I love Mal'Ganis. I'm loving the Mal'Ganis pick, though. I've been playing Mal'Ganis a bit in Hero League, Georgie, and I'm loving him. I really am. Moops is on the Mal'Ganis, though. I didn't. Oh, Caladrius. They've got Caladrius. Caladrius is a god healer. Okay. I worry for the people you hate in this game. I really do.
So Caladrius can heal his team well, but when I have him on my team in Hero League, he decides to walk away. What is this? Caladrius, buddy, I thought we were friends. But it's alright.
I'm pretty sure Caladrius climbed to Master on nothing but support, so...
Well, that's pretty impressive. I mean, I tried doing that. I'm stuck in good old diamonds, so I don't think it's going to help out. But enough of Hero League. We've got ourselves some good Team League fight happening in the spring season. On the blue side, we have ourselves the good old nobody. Who are they? It's Moops on Mal'Ganis. Firstly on Dahaka, Kanya on the Maiev, SDBX on Jaina, and finally Caladrius on his white main. You know, on the red team, Blanky, take it away.
We have Miss Renface on her Lucio, Bobgoat on the Zeratul, Unishu on that Tychus, Deadpool on the ETC, and we have the amazing Misery on that Artanis in the top lane.
We're seeing another Dahaka take on Artanis matchup. I believe that did happen. Never. Okay. Nope. Don't worry about it.
Dahaka big team fighting this bottom lane already. Unishu's taking a lot of damage from that Jaina and the Maiev, while Moops is getting charged at in the back line. Not really a lot happening anymore from that. The trade was done, and now Unishu's putting a lot of damage into Moops, but Deadpool's still taking a lot of damage on that ETC.
Yeah, ETC is not like Diablo. He has a lower health pool, so he's not going to be that tanky. Initially, he can be kind of a squishy for a frontline warrior, though, but if he does get the right engage, he can be quite devastating. I feel like with the whole APOC build, he likes to play Deadpool, I feel Mosh Pit might be something. But SDBX, waiting for that Bob go. Here comes Konya looking for the engage. You get the stun onto him. Blizzard has been popped. Double stun by they're trying to jab. Konya, the fan of knives, is just cleaning house, and Deadpool has to be so careful. Will fall down. But it's going to be also Mal'Ganis falling and Moops. Tank for tank. No real XP advantage. And the team of people you hate holding their own.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. So against a blow-up comp that nobody have gone with, they succeeded in winning that, I think. Any other team, well, with the exception of potentially multiple units, but most other teams would lose that team fight and probably lose a couple of members. But people you hate backed off. They only lost one person, that was Miss Renface. And, ETC, in that one. But, yeah, they managed to get away with just nothing else. Dahaka, though, in the top lane, getting taken out by Misery. Artanis winning that trade.
And the rest of hey, looking to get a bomb. SDBX is on the right side, so it's kind of secure the kill on towards that Deadpool. It's a great body by moves and Konya. They're gonna force another kill, and Unishu is gonna fall. Konya going big, picks up 2 for himself. So they respond with a top kill and grab secure themselves 3 for themselves, and that's well great for them. Going now in towards near the 3-minute mark, they do have that XP lead, and it will be well because they do have also the Kaiser camp too to help them push.
Yeah, so both teams now picking up the Kaiser camps in the top and bottom lane respectively, and the nobody, the blue team, they're getting a lot of damage done to this fort already. The bottom structures, the 2 towers down, the gate's gone, even the walls have taken a significant amount of damage, while the people you hate are just playing cleanup duty, really.
They're trying to get the Shaman camp now. This time, people you hate work on it early. They probably will secure it just with a few seconds in, but they're a bit slow, as the rest of Nobody had a 4-man team working on that. But we're going towards the Immortal phase, 5-4. Equal talent here as Move finds himself at Unishu. So does Konya, going so deep. But there's Misery, gets the pull on. Thousand Prism, Konya down to half-health White Mane. With Caladros keeping him up alive, topping him up. But that is what happens in that little minute brawl as the Immortals. Everyone's just playing defensive. No one's pulling the trigger just yet.
Yeah,
as Firstly is in the top lane.
Yeah, you've got firstly the Taka in the top lane cleaning up. A massive rotation coming up with all of the members of the people you hate. I don't know if Firstly is going to be able to survive this one. Bit of a boot back from Miss Renface, and down goes Firstly. And while they've done that, the rest of Nobody have come in and tried to get a little bit of damage on this Immortal. They're not going to be able to save Firstly, but Artanis has had to go back into that bottom lane to clean up that Karsra camp that's been pushing in. With the gates down, that could do some serious damage to that fort.
It was a well-fought thing because now Shaman camp is, Kaiser camp is still pushing up in that top lane. Granted, there's no damage on the Immortal phase. Everyone's just lingering around. Misery deciding to face check, gets jumped on by Moves, gets stunned, but is going to walk away. Has a shield, looking for the engage, gets a drag on the Moves. Moves is deep, but there's the Blizzard. Kanye also gets to sleep on the Deadpool. The fight is happening. Triple man sleep by Moves, and it's still going on. Unishu gets dragged in, but Unishu's going to fall. So Konya has been huge getting onto the right targets. That my F pick is working wonders as the rest of Nobody now rotating up towards that Immortal and working damage there.
Yeah, it was a massive team fight from Nobody. It's going to get really hard to say. So Nobody played that team fight really well. How? Moops' team played that team fight really well. Massive drag from Firstly, picked up that kill on the Tychus. The Zeratul in the back line. Bobgoat did a little bit of damage but had to back out. And Misery getting caught by those tendrils again from Konya. He's just popping off on this Mayev right now.
Yeah, his Umbral bindings are just been monumental, right, landing on the right targets. Now the rest of the team that is Moves' team, or Nobody, playing a bit defensive, with only leaving 2 members to deal with the Immortal. They will secure it and have a nice chunk of shield left in order to apply pressure. We'll push up into that top lane because those walls are up and ready, looking to be nice, juicy targets. The Haka Firstly still playing bottom lane. They have themselves a big level lead too, and that is going to be big. Going in, if they do secure any kind of structural advantage, to get that even further range to hit level 10 and at least capitalize on that for a team kill.
Yeah, the level 7 talents have finally been picked up by the people you hate, so that'll give them a little bit of a buffer. But with Firstly and that global, you're going to have 4v4 in the top lane. Zeratul has to go down and respond to that. And the people you hate are going to have to put on a massive defense against this top lane because they can snowball it. Even though they've only got a 1-level lead, Nobody are doing really well.
About to hit level 9, their Immortal has now finally lost his shield. He's down to half health, taking up the top fountain, working on that top fort. It will fall down, already down to half health as Firstly gets a nice brush stroke drag on towards Miss Renface. That's a support down. Misery looking for something, so is Deadpool. Can they get a return kill? No, in fact, Misery's going to be next on the fall as 2 members down.
Another
great drag again by Firstly onto Deadpool. He's dropped solo. Here comes Bob Go. Can he do something? No, Unisha gets dragged by the Umbral binding. And it's going to be Malgana securing the kill there. That's 2 members down. And level 10 talent choice, they have ultimates 2 lead level advantage. And they're still not done yet. Get themselves a keep wall and towers.
Yeah, well, now that the wave's down and they've got the level 10 advantage, they can push in and they can put pressure on this keep. With the ultimates they picked, it looks like Mal'Ganis has gone for not Carrion Swarm, the swap
Dark
talent?
Conversion.
Dark Conversion, that's the one. Gotta remember these names. But they're taking tower shots and Moops is down really low. Ultis have come out. There goes the Ring of Frost, collecting 2. Miss Renface, Umbral Brian, Warden's Cage, everything's going out right now. And the only person to fall so far is Whitemane on the side of nobody. Whereas the only people left to survive are Tannis and Seratol on the side of the people you love.
They're still trying to fight defend. They had a level 11 to level 9 battle fight there. They lose top fort. Kanya's not done yet. Wants more blood on towards Bobgo. And here comes a sleeping Misery as moves and is able to interrupt that. Get the kill onto the offlaner, take up top fountain, and just walk away. Because guess what? In 20 seconds, Mortal's up. And there are a bunch of Merc camps ready to be taken.
There are Merc camps. Now is the time to do them really quickly before the Immortal spawns. On the side of nobody, they can probably just back up, get all their health and mana back, and get ready for another team fight, because people you love / people you hate, they are still not level 10. They haven't got the level 10 talents, and they really, really need to soak up some lanes.
It's going to be tough. Already straight away, Immortal has started. And nobody is right on top of it, dealing damage, tracking it down to nearly half health in matter of 10 seconds. That's quick, because guess who's slow to the party? That is the people you hate or love or like or whatever you feel towards them. But now they're in a defensive, aggressive play. They're going defensive. But the rest of the team decide to be like, you know, let's back away, secure this Shaman camp. 10's now picked up, and this is where the fight begins. A great motion onto 2 members. It's onto Whitemane, and guess what? Bobgo will secure the kill actually onto Jaina. Caladrius is still alive to try and sustain Konya below half health. There's a sound barrier as well. The Dark Conversion also is Miss Renforce. Has to back away. You're so low, darling. But no, she falls to the Konya Maiev. As we see Void Prison onto 3 members. Konya is cleaning up in the back line, and they're going to secure another kill onto Unishu. That Maiev is just popping off, Blank.
Yes. I like that. Oh no, Deadpool with the B steps doesn't. You don't want to be B stepping nobody. I think that they've conceded that they've probably lost this game with the amount of pressure they're already under. 13 talents, a full talent, and 3 levels picked up on them now. I am concerned. Did Moops just Dark Conversion someone that was a higher health than him? And give him the higher, lower health than him, and give him the higher health?
I think he used it onto Renface in order to drop him so low.
No, just then. He used Dark Conversion on Misery. Misery was low health, and swapped health pools with Misery, giving Misery full health again and him half health.
Well, it was a nice bait, because guess what? It put the team of people you hate into a false sense of security, as they get jumped on using 4 members and a very, very strengthened Immortal with nearly 75% shield up, ready to fight that, pushing down towards the bottom fort. As guess what? There's also 2 good old cannons or catapults pushing up in the top lane. Zeratul forced to deal with that. That's going to be a 3v5 down in bottom lane. Firstly looking for the drag. Suppression pulse comes out, so it's Konya. Jump onto Unishi and moves, sees the target, sees the goals, decides to go full aggro for a deep engage. Deadpool is now locked in such chain CC that he wishes he could get it out of there, but he can't. His rocking days are over, and that's going to be a tank down. Moops walking away. He's so low, but they're going to fall and lose another member. That's down. Misery, Dark Conversion pops up. He drops down, and that is going to be all she wrote as a team of nobody take game 1 in a pretty convincing fashion. Blank, 24 kills to 5. That's a statement and a half.
Yes. That's how I expected initially the first series to go. But it's not over yet. We saw Rinse and Delete take game number 1 in the previous series against the people you hate, and the people you hate came back with a vengeance. So let's see what they can come up with game number 2. Can they even the score and bring it to game number 3, or will it be a clean sweep for nobody? The team nobody.
Yes.
Yes.
It's nobody's winning. Then who is winning?
Nobody is winning this series right now. Troll name reported. That's pretty much it. We are going to go to a quick break, guys. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes with the second game of this best of 3 series. We'll see you very soon.